Hello and good day. Welcome to our video channel, God's Promises. And today's video will be Book of Exodus 16. Let's get started now. Exodus 16 describes the Israelites' journey in the wilderness after leaving Egypt, and their reliance on God for provision. Verse 1. The Israelites' journey from Elim to the wilderness of Sin. Verse 2-3. The Israelites complained to Moses and Aaron about their lack of food, wishing they had stayed in Egypt where they had meat and bread. Verse 4. God promises to provide bread from heaven for the Israelites, and tells Moses to instruct them to gather a daily portion. Verse 5-7. God tells Moses that he will test the Israelites to see if they will follow his commandments, and promises to give them food for 6 days and rest on the 7th. Verse 8-10. Moses and Aaron tell the Israelites that God has heard their complaints, and will provide food for them in the evening and meat in the morning. Verse 11-12. The Israelites see the bread from heaven and call it manna, not knowing what it is. Moses explains that it is the bread God has provided for them. Verse 13-15. The Israelites gather the manna every morning and have enough for the day. Moses instructs them to gather twice as much on the 6th day to prepare for the Sabbath. Verse 16-18. The Israelites followed Moses' instructions and gathered twice as much on the 6th day. When they measured it, it was exactly double the amount they had gathered each day. Verse 19-20. Moses tells the Israelites not to save any of the manna for the next day, but some of them did not listen and the manna spoiled. Verse 21-22. On the Sabbath, there was no manna to be found, as God had instructed the Israelites to rest. Verse 23-26. Moses instructs the Israelites to prepare for the Sabbath the day before by gathering enough manna for 2 days, which would not spoil. Some of them did not listen and went out to gather manna on the Sabbath, but found none. Verse 27-30. Some of the Israelite leaders accused Moses of causing their problems, but he explained that it was God who was providing for them. They did not believe him, but the glory of God appeared to them, confirming Moses' words. Verse 31-32. The Israelites continued to eat manna for 40 years until they reached the promised land, and they called it bread from heaven. Verse 33-35. Moses instructed Aaron to collect a jar of manna to be kept as a memorial of God's provision for future generations. The story of Exodus 16 teaches us about God's provision and faithfulness. Even when the Israelites complained and doubted, God provided for them and gave them a sign of his presence and power through the manna. It also teaches us the importance of obeying God's instructions and resting on the Sabbath, as well as trusting in his provision rather than relying on our own abilities or resources. Thank you for visiting us today. Please share with us your favorite Bible verse below in the comments section. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It really does help our channel grow. Looking forward to see you back here for our next video. Always take good care.